Hey y'all, this afternoon, this your buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on, hey, I got this old used gun. The old used gun we got today is a dandy. A Harrington Richardson 733 32 Smith & Wesson long. Now, Harrington Richardson, there's a reason why I keep making videos with Harrington Richardson revolvers is because over their 140-year run, they manufactured hundreds of variations on this. You know, hundreds of variations on a .22 caliber target pistol, hundreds of variations on an economy priced .22 trapline gun, cadet, and so forth. And this is one of them. This is the 733. Now the 733 is a swing out cylinder. So it's got a conventional swing out with a round in it. A conventional swing out cylinder with, you know, it's just pull the crane rod out and that unlocks it and it comes out. Now they manufactured these things in cylinders that didn't swing out, cylinders that didn't come out. They manufactured them in swing out cylinder like this. They manufactured them in ones where you pulled the pin completely out and swung the cylinder out, pulled the pin completely out and the cylinder dropped out. Yeah, like that. So this is probably one of them made in the mid 1960s to early 1970s. Like that. So it's a 2.5, 2.25, looks like a 2.25 inch barrel. Fixed sight, pinch sight on the top up here. Not really made for accuracy. I guarantee you, I've never shot this gun before, and it's going to be a lot more accurate than a Thunderstruck volley fire. I guarantee you that. So it's a pretty good little old gun. I've got some 32 Smith & Wesson long in something you hardly ever see it in. 93 grain semi-jacketed hollow point. And this is from Magtech. All right, let's get us a few cartridges out here. Kind of late in the afternoon, the sun's gone down below the trees. It's kind of nice out here for a change. Load us up about 6 atated cartridges in there. See if we can't loadify it. Get it gelatin. Get it gelatin. That's German for loaded. Okay. We've got it loadified here. Let's get some ear mufflers on. I got this little target down there. It's a little, oh, I don't know, a little small bore Dirty Bird target at 7 yards. I'm going to put it on the block and see what kind of accuracy we can get it out of it on single action. Let's put it up here and see what happens. All right. Not 100% sure I hit that target. Okay. Let's see. Better draw down, Alvin. There we go. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like it when it does that. All right, let's open her up. See what's wrong with her. See what our problem is here. Okay, got kind of a light primer strike on that one right there. I'm going to go back into battery with it, lock it up there someplace, and see if I can get that one to go again. Yeah. Looks like our buddy didn't want to go again. Just exactly. Let's see what's wrong here. See what our problem is. one's got a pretty good dent on it. Don't know. And then this one doesn't. I'm not sure what the problem is. Well, I know what the problem is. It won't shoot. But I'm going to make it shoot right here. It's going to shoot one way or another if I have to do this all day. There we go. Just a little bit harder primer than the rest of them. That could have been our problem. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I don't think there's a chance in the world of me reloading a 32 Smith & Wesson long cartridge, but I'll put them cartridges back in there anyway. All right, let's try 6-on double action. Seeing as how we're here and we got some ammo, let's see how it does on double action. I've seen these guns before that didn't shoot well at all on double action, but shot pretty good on single. I'll load this guy up. We're getting it loaded-tated here. Now, who would have this kind of gun? Well, back in the day, you know, who would have this kind of gun would probably be anybody who wanted a medium caliber defensive revolver that didn't want to have to pay a whole lot of money for it. Typically you saw this style of gun in the hands of night watchmen, security guards, retail clerks, store clerks, people like that. You know, little old ladies on a fixed income that wanted a gun around the house but didn't have the money to buy a Colt Python. Well, let's put it up here and see if we can hit it on double action. This could be an ammo issue. I'm going to say this is an ammo issue. It's going to be an ammunition issue here. That's what I'm going to say. Because that primer is lightly dented. And then the remainder of these primers are very nicely, heavily dented. So I'm saying we're having an ammunition issue. I'm saying we've got some hard primers in the mix here. Let's see. I don't know if I got that in the right battery hole or not. Let's see if we can. It'll be the next one. We're pounding on it there. I don't want the, I don't want the dud round in there. I want it to fire. I don't want to put it back in the box, and I don't want to put it in the garbage. That's dumb. So what do you do with a dud round? There's no safe way to get rid of it. Yep. I'm saying one more lick here. Okay. All right, where's it at? Is it right there? It's just not going to do it. That's starting to develop a pretty serious dent in the old primer right there. That one's a dud. A D-U-D, dud. My God, we're going to fire 12 rounds at that thing if it hair lips everybody on Upper Line Creek Road. I don't even know where it's at now. That's 2. All right, here we go. got a dent. It appears that Brastek ammunition is not very reliable, or at least this box of ammunition is not very reliable. This video review may be on Brastek ammunition and not on this revolver. Six. There's 2 duds and 4 new ones. This is going to be a nice long video. All right, here we go. Dud. Good one. Dud. Yeah, I've shot a lot of Brastek 9mm and I've never had a hiccup with it. Dud. Let's see, that's dud, good one, dud, good one, dud, good one. That means I've got 3 duds in it. All right, the next one should be an empty shell. Next one should be a dud. Next one should be an empty shell. Next one should be a dud. Well, when you get down there to where it'll shoot some of them, but it won't shoot all of them, it's the ammo. It's definitely the ammunition. You know. So that's where we're at here. Seems that the Brastek ammunition is not very reliable, at least in this loading. Okay. It feels like to me it's loaded with Magnum primers, or they got some primers mixed up. Of course, it's possible to get primers mixed up in an ammunition factory. You know, there's basically 4 kinds of primers. Large rifle, small rifle, you know, large pistol, small pistol. So, you know, and they're different sizes this way, given their particular diameters. But then there's offshoots like Target, Standard, Magnum, and so forth. Magnum primers are very hard. They're designed for the center not to blow back out of it under a Magnum loading. Subsequently, a Magnum primer is very hard to crush with a firing pin. So you typically see Magnum primers loaded into 357 Magnum, 357 Magnum carbine loads, you know, 44 Magnum, a 32 H&R Magnum would be loaded with a Magnum primer. So that may have been their mistake here. All right then. Hey, let's go down and look at it right quick. Let's see what it actually looks like. I've got quite a few rounds out of there. This was my first one when I wasn't paying good attention to what I was doing. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 or so rounds in there. And that demonstrates that that gun is capable of reasonably good accuracy at a defensive range of 7 yards. Ooh, 38 special laying on the ground. Ooh, get that and put it in my pocket. All right, let's calm down now. So, what's it worth? What is it worth? That is another thing to consider. Well, let's see. This particular gun appears to be losing Some of it's chrome or nickel on the cylinder and on the crane mechanism here. Otherwise, the entire gun looks real good in terms of finish and so forth. The gun grade's good. You pull it back real hard, cylinder's locked nicely. Okay, it doesn't have any roll by. Sometimes the gun's a little bit wore out. You can jerk back on that cylinder real hard, and that gun will roll out of battery. It won't stop where it's supposed to. This one does. This one stops where it's supposed to. Double action works correctly. Single action works correctly. Everything's tight and good. The grips are the black, Bakelite. No, I think they're the hard rubber kind instead of the plastic. They feel like the hard rubber type. You know, it's got some age on it. It's got a little bit of wear on it. It's not too awful bad. It's probably about 85 to 90% condition. In today's market at retail as a used gun, this gun is worth somewhere in the neighborhood of $200. This gun sold new probably in the early 1970s for about $45, $50. It's a good serviceable little gun. Like I said, our shortcomings, I believe that to be this. It's the only ammunition I've got, so we'll have to assume that it's that. It's okay. It's a nice little gun. About a $200 gun. And, you know, they're still somewhat desirable because, you know, they're under $200 or $150 or $125 or $140 or, you know, all over the place like a mad woman's underclothes, but typically in the neighborhood of $200 or less. That makes it a very desirable gun in today's market, and it does work. And you use it as a defensive firearm. It's small enough you can put it in your back pocket. It's got 6 rounds of a reasonably effective cartridge, and like that. Well, that's about the size of it for the old H&R 32 Snubby. Like, take, share, commentate, and subscribe. Leave me no $1 in the Patreon bucket on the way out the door if you want to, and if you don't want to, well, I just keep right on making content for you. The old range mower's laid down again, so we were going through that today. God bless everyone. Be kind to everyone you meet. Things are going to get better. We have some issues, but we're going to get better. God bless everyone, and we'll see you when we see you. Bye now.